Most people spend their entire lives building a comfortable cage and calling it a home. They find a routine that works. They stay inside the edges of what they already know. They avoid the things that make their chest tight and their hands sweat. And every year, they wonder why nothing in their life changes, why they still feel stuck, why growth feels like something that happens to other people. Here is the truth nobody wants to hear. The life you want is sitting on the other side of the thing you are avoiding. Not around it, not near it, directly on the other side of it. We were taught to treat fear as a signal to stop. When something makes you afraid, back away, protect yourself, stay safe. That instinct made sense when humans lived in the wild and fear meant a predator was close. But you are not running from a lion. You are afraid of speaking in front of people. You are afraid of starting the business. You are afraid of going to the gym where everyone looks better than you. You are afraid of the rejection that comes with putting your real work out into the world. None of those things will kill you. What actually kills you, slowly and quietly, is the decision to keep avoiding them. Because every time you retreat from fear, you confirm a lie to yourself, that you are not capable of handling it. And that lie compounds. It grows heavier every year, until one day you realize the cage you built to stay safe has become a prison you cannot escape. Fear, in the modern context, is almost always pointing towards something that matters. It shows up where your potential is. It shows up where growth is waiting. The intensity of your fear is often proportional to how much that thing could change your life. Stop treating it as a stop sign. Start reading it as a direction. Your brain is not broken. It is simply running a prediction program. It constantly simulates what will happen next based on past data. When you face something unfamiliar, something that has no precedent in your personal history, the brain flags it as dangerous. Not because it is dangerous, because it is unknown. Fear of the unknown is not a personality trait. It is a default program. And like any program, it can be overwritten. When you walk directly into what you fear, something critical happens. You generate new data. Your brain updates its model. The next time you face that situation, it is no longer unknown. The fear signal weakens. Your capacity expands. You become, in a measurable and permanent way, a more capable version of yourself. This is what growth actually is. Not inspiration, not motivation, not a good morning routine. It is the repeated process of expanding your range by entering territory your nervous system told you to avoid. You cannot read your way into that. You cannot think your way into it. You have to physically, actually do the thing. When you voluntarily walk into the fire, you control the temperature. The most dangerous place you can be is comfortable. Not suffering, not struggling, comfortable. Comfort means the challenges around you have stopped exceeding your current level. You can handle everything in your environment without being pushed. And when nothing pushes you, nothing grows. Muscles need resistance, minds need friction, character needs pressure. Comfort is seductive because it does not feel like failure. It feels like you made it. It feels like you earned the right to relax. And maybe you did for a moment. But if you stay there, the world keeps moving and you stay still. A year passes, then another, and the gap between who you are and who you could have been gets wider in silence. The people you admire did not get there by optimizing for comfort. They got there by repeatedly choosing discomfort when they could have chosen the easier path. They said yes when their hands were shaking. They shipped the work before they felt ready. They made the call. They had the hard conversation. They walked into rooms where they were the least qualified person. Over and over again. That is the actual formula. There is nothing romantic or complicated about it. This is what actually changes when you stop avoiding and start moving toward fear. The first time is always the worst. Your body treats it like a threat. Your heart rate climbs. Your thoughts race. Everything in you is screaming that this is a mistake. And then you do it anyway, and nothing catastrophic happens. You survive. That survival is not a small thing. It is evidence. Real, lived, undeniable evidence that you are more capable than your fear said you were. That evidence goes into your foundation. It becomes part of how you see yourself. The second time is easier. Not easy, easier. Because now you have proof. The third time is easier still. And somewhere along the way, a shift happens. The thing that once paralyzed you becomes something you can do without thinking. You have expanded your range permanently. This is how confidence is actually built. Not by reading about it, not by affirming it in a mirror, by doing the hard thing and watching yourself come out the other side. Most people never reach this part. Once that shift happens, you start to crave it. You start seeking out the next edge, because you have rewired your relationship with discomfort. Instead of something to avoid, it becomes a signal you recognize, an invitation to grow. You are not going to feel ready. That is not a temporary state you will eventually move past. It is a permanent feature of anything worth doing. Ready is a feeling that comes after, not before. You don't feel ready and then act. You act, and then on the other side, you realized you were more ready than you thought. Every person who built something meaningful started before they were ready. Every person who became someone they are proud of made a decision in a moment of fear to move anyway. That decision is available to you right now. Not after you learn more, not after conditions improve, not when you feel more confident, right now. The version of you that you want to become is not somewhere far away, waiting for some future moment. It is one decision away from every present moment. One decision to stop retreating, one decision to move toward what scares you. Growth does not live in your comfort zone. It never did. It lives in the place that makes you want to look away. It lives in the conversation you keep putting off, the project you keep calling not ready, the room you keep telling yourself you don't belong in yet. You belong in that room, but you have to walk through the door first.